Hi again, and let's have a look at our next lesson, our fifth lesson. You should be doing them in order so that you don't miss anything out. We're going to look at the F major scale, and this time we have to start from the F, C, D, E, F, up to the next F for the right hand. And we play every white note except for the B. We have to go back a semitone, which is lowering to the left. So it's a B flat. So we play the black note, not the B. Let's try it with the right hand on its own. But news. What we have to do in this case is play the fourth finger on the B flat and bring our thumb under to C, D, E, finishing on the fourth and coming back. How's that for trickiness? Left hand is as normal as was for the C and the G scale. So we start with our little finger, over with the third, it's going to be a little bit tricky joining them together. That's a similar motion. At this stage, I probably won't worry about the contrary motion because it gets a little bit tricky. So work both hands separately and then try them together. Okay, in the last lesson, we were looking at the 5-1-3-1 and the right hand doing the scale. An extra bit of a challenge for you now is to do the same notes that you did in the left hand, but you're doing them in the right hand. So it's 1, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, all the way through. And of course, our scale is going to be starting on the first C down from middle C and moving up, etc. So let's try the first section through. So we've got wow. Let's see if we can add the second section. We'll practice the second section. So the left hand note is playing every second right hand note. So we've got and then the third section, of course, is every note played on each hand. So we've got extra set, hold 2, 3, 4. Right, we're going to have a look at a piece called Skies Are Blue, song number 5, and in the position where the two black notes are, near the middle C, we're going to use our right hand at separate times using the second and the third finger on those two black notes. Make sure they're well up on the black notes, and then when it's the left hand's turn, we're going to do the 3 and the 2. You'll notice here there's a RH for right hand, and on the third line we've got LH, left hand, for 2 lines, and then we go back to the right hand for the end. So let's see how we go. I'm going to try and point and tap and play at the same time. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, try and connect, 2, 2, 2, 2, hold, 2, hold, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, connect, 2, 3, 3, connect, 2, hold, hold, 2, hold, 2, hold, 2. Eat panic, no gap there really. And then 3, 3, 3, 3, connect, hold, 2, hold, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, hold, 2, hold, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, connect, hold, 2, 2, 2, then connect, hold, 2, hold, 2, hold, 2, hold, 2, switch hands, hold, 2, hold, 2, connect, hold, 2, hold, 2, hold, 2, 3, 4. Whew. See how you go with that practicing. So there's no gap between lines 2 and 3. Hold, 2, hold, 2, change hands, 3, 3, 3, 3. So see how you go. We'll try another song now. Now song 8, Feed the Birds, is the right hand. It shows the position there with the right hand thumb on C. You've got your doggy D, E, F for face, and G for the G clef. And basically we can play this. We should be connecting between any change of notes, between the C and the D and the E, etc. Let's try it through. So we've got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, hold, and then 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, hold, 2. That should be fairly easy, I think. Hopefully. Okay, now we're going to try a left hand one as well. I just need to switch sides, I think. Yes, just a moment. Okay, our left hand position has the thumb on the middle C, and of course we've got our B for bumblebee and our A. They're the only 3 notes we're using, and you'll see that I've got the letters and the notes as well as the numbers. So I'll read out the letters this time. We've also got double dots at the end, which means we should return and play it a second time without hesitation. So we know we've got to start with the thumb. So that's a good reminder when we get to the end. 2, 3, 4. C, 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 hold. B, 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 hold. A, B, C, B, A, hold. C, 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 hold. B, 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 hold. A, B, C, B, A, hold. In our last lesson, we had a look at Green Monkey Rock, where we had the middle C with the ledger line through it, middle C, and we also played the doggy D, which was the D under the fence. Now our first note is E. It's got finger 3 there to help because our right hand thumb is on middle C position, encompassing those 5 notes. So we're going to go from E up to the very next note, F for face, and then we're climbing up again to the line, from the space to the line. So it's the little finger on G, and then we're coming backwards in the alphabet to F because we just played it there, and then we're coming back to E, which we just played there, and then we're coming down to doggy D, and then we've got to go back up to E. with a hold, and then the second line is a D, doggy D, finger number 2, held, and then we've got E, next step up to F for face, back we go down to E, then doggy D, and then C, hold. So let's see how we go. Fingers crossed. So we've got, and 2 beats to a bar. The 2 on the top tells us we're playing 2 beats to a bar, and it's fenced off every 2 beats. After 2, 1, 2. E, F, G, F, E, D, E, hold, D, hold, E, F, E, D, C, hold. Woohoo! Now, getting back to our blues, last week we did doubles and bouncy. So we're going to add the right hand, which you may have already tried. You've got to remember to hold this down while the left hand does its full pattern of Auntie Betty like spaghetti, or whichever one you wish to use. So let's try the whole thing through. So we got see how you go with that, and keep it very slow so that it doesn't go all winky wonky. Okay. Okay, we're going to have a look at the left hand. It can be used for an introduction or a turnaround. I'm not going to do it in time. We're just going to mark out where we're supposed to play. Excuse me. So we're in our C position. We play that once with the C and the G together, the 5th. Then we're going to go up to the F pattern and play the F and the C. Then we're going to go up a semitone each note to F sharp and C sharp. And then we're going to come down the other side, which is the G and the D. Let's try it again. So we've got C pattern, and then we've got F sharp and G pattern. See how you go. As I say, there's no timing. It's just to mark out where your fingers are going so we can get it into a timing and polish that. I meant to mention also that if you've got a key touch sensitive piano or keyboard, you can play it really loud or very soft. When you're starting to do something like the blues, you do not want the left hand to dominate in volume. You don't want to go. So you've got to try and soften the left hand and keep the right hand, which is the tune, a bit louder. That in itself is a challenge. Good luck. We'll see you next time.